So this video is about my Xbox controller that I use to play DDO. I have used my Xbox controller since beta. I was one of the beta testers for Turbine for DDO and submitted a lot of feedback about this Xbox controller and how it works. For those of you who don't know, the Xbox controller controls are built right into the way that the game plays. So you don't need a third party. You can just plug it in, and the way that DDO is set up itself, everything works already. You don't need to do any of this stuff. You can alter these key maps. You could come into here and change some of this stuff, but you don't need to. All of it is just keyed around you plugging in your Xbox controller. And what it does is it gives you the ability to move. So if I move this bar forward, Mary goes forward. If I move it back, she goes back. If I strafe left or right, this button is my strafing. And then this button here is my look key. So I can look all around this way. And, in combination with both of them, I can move pretty successfully through the screen, just like any other isometric video game. Where the buttons on the bars come in are keyed to this first bar. You can add keys, but I only use the first 10. The rest of all of these are things that I actually have to click, and some of them I have key mapped for macros or like quick keys. This bar here is for my Xbox controller. So this 1 to 4 is on this little hat here, whatever they call it, are these 4 skills here. These 2 in the middle are these 2 up here. My triggers are blocking. So this is block and this is attack right here. If I just hold that down, it attacks. It does sort of like an auto attack. Blocking. And it also, if you're blocking, then you can tumble. So I can block and then tumble. The other things, these 2 buttons here do my 6 and 7. So there's my, actually it's 7 and 8. So there's my heal, there's my focus. And then these 2, 9 and 10, are when you push down on these keys. I push this key in with my thumb, or I push this, they won't activate. That's it. It allows me to use this as my movement as opposed to having my 2 hands, one on a keyboard, one on a mouse, doing sort of what everybody else would do, where you are, right now I'm using my mouse and my keyboard. Both of my arms are sort of stuck. One is on the keyboard, which allows me to hit my macros and my mapped keys, but this other hand then is stuck to my mouse button. I'm stuck pushing down my mouse look and all that. And so it's harder on your hands and your wrists, I found, to play like that. Whereas the Xbox controller, I can sit back, I can just have the controller. Really, you can use this controller anywhere. I could use it remotely, but I have a wire plugged into it that is plugged into my machine, but I could use a remote for DDO. It's fine. I just prefer to have it wired in. And so that's how I play. It allows me, it saves my fingers and hands from carpal tunnel, being stuck on one keyboard and one mouse. You're stuck in that one location. You can switch, like I'm ambidextrous, so I can move my mouse to my right or my left if I wanted to, but what I found is it's just easier for me to do the controller. You can use third-party software if you wanted to, but I don't. Everything is already built into DDO. DDO was set up to be used with a controller. join us for more. I plan to do lore videos for each quest in DDO, as well as the raids. Plus, I will be releasing more Session 0 videos for DDO on topics such as player character races, the religions of Eberron, the Last War, and the Mournlands, the Dragon Marks, the Dragon Marked houses, and much, much more. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. I like interacting with other players. My main tune in DDO is named Mary. I am on Sarlona. I also have a guild on the Hardcore League. My guild is Death Smile. Please say hi if you're on either of those servers. Subscribe to see more Adventure AI content about DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and gaming in general. I also play Star Wars The Old Republic. You can join us at Adventure AI on Discord. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Twitter. You can go to our Patreon and become a patron of the channel, where you would get access to all of the scripts, the images, the music, the videos, as well as behind the scenes, and the ability to request topics for me to make future videos. Thanks very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your adventures go well.